and healthier life, because we believe that health is your greatest wealth at the end of the day. And especially now, during this COVID-19 period, you find that people have realized that really your health is the ultimate, because we've seen even great people actually falling down to this challenge or to this virus. And we realize at the end of the day, building up on our immunity, our health, taking care of our health makes all the difference, whether you'll survive or not survive during these times. And to start off, just to introduce myself, my name is Fred Gichuki. Fred is an entrepreneur with Neolife International. By training, I'm a hotelier. I was trained as a hotel manager, but as it went, I found myself working in various positions in the hotel industry, starting off as a cook, waiter, receptionist. Later, I was to become a manager. But that was much, much later. And I had reached a point whereby I was very frustrated with the hotel industry and the corporate world. And I was introduced to the concept of Neolife and to Neolife International by a stranger from South Africa who found me working at the reception. He told me, Fred, there's something that you can do part-time, which can give you an extra income. Now, I was not unwell and I was not really looking for health per se, I was looking for money. But when I came to Neolife, the interesting thing is that my first benefit that I got was actually health, because my parents were suffering from, my mom had high blood pressure, my dad had ulcers, and they used the Neolife products as a result of my joining Neolife. And we were able to sort out their conditions. And my mom's pressure stabilized. The doctor kept reducing her medication until it reached a point whereby she could survive without it. My dad, on the other hand, today can eat anything, can take even sour milk and that kind of thing, which was not possible because of the ulcers. And his ulcers were bad because he had been hospitalized for quite a while, for about 3 months, because of the same ulcers. So that was the first benefit I got. And I realized that if I had been able to sort out those issues for myself, there are many people out there who needed the same products. And that gave me a lot of excitement to go out and share this idea, share these products with everybody I met. I ended up building a business that has now gone into about 12 countries. I became a world team member after about being in the business for about 3 years, started traveling the world. Courtesy of Neolife, I've been able to travel quite a bit. I always like mentioning that part because before Neolife, I really dreamt of just getting into a plane and going anywhere. I didn't care where anywhere I was, but I just wanted to get into a plane. But Neolife made that possible for me, which was quite special. And to date, I can say I've actually been to about 20 destinations worldwide, courtesy of Neolife. And I came into Neolife to make money, but these are the benefits of travel, health, personal growth, becoming a leader. These are just, they came as a by the way, as a result of being in Neolife. So if you're here and you're a guest, I just want to welcome you to this great session. Today we have a great speaker who is going to talk to us, and she'll be sharing her story a little bit and how she started and where she has reached. She's actually a President's team member, very successful in the business, all the way from Uganda. And she'll be coming in to just share with us briefly towards the end of this program. But I will start off by just sharing a few basic facts about health, so that, because we are here to look at how can we keep ourselves healthy, and why is it that taking care of our health is so important. Because we believe that to be really wealthy, you have to be healthy. If you have money and you cannot enjoy it, and you are spending your time in the 5-star hospitals, then definitely you will not enjoy that money. But if you have your health and you have the money, then you're actually at a very good position. Neolife actually gives us both. It gives us money and it gives us health. And that's the exciting thing about Neolife. And to look at our health and what does it mean to be healthy, especially for the sake of the guests who are on the call and the new distributors. I'll just go through my slides and my presentation just to show you what it means to be healthy before our guest speaker can give you some ideas of why it is important to take care of your health. Now, your health is your greatest wealth. That is number one. What determines your health? There are three things that determine your health. And the three things that determine your health are right there. Number one is rest. Number two is exercise. And number three is diet. Those three things combined actually determine your health. Now, you should rest at least 6 to 8 hours in a day. And the reason for that is simple. Your body needs that time to rejuvenate, and there are some hormones that are secreted in your brain that actually keep you relaxed. If you don't rest enough, if you don't sleep enough, then you're actually a candidate for depression, yeah? And many other conditions, ulcers, stress, and all that, lowered immunity, and all these problems, yeah? If you don't exercise, on the other hand, then you're also attracting other problems to yourself. The other day I was looking at a document that was talking about walking for 10,000, doing 10,000 steps a day will help to boost your immunity so that your body can be able to fight off disease. 10,000 steps. Nowadays, we rarely exercise. Most people don't exercise. And that is a cause of problems. Now, the other issue is diet. I'll be spending a little bit more time on diet because this is a situation whereby we actually dig our coffins. We actually dig our graves with a fork and a knife. And we are going to look at that. Now, if we look at how your health status should be, when we are born, we are actually if you plot a graph of life expectancy versus the health status, then you find that when somebody is young, they're actually in the vibrant zone. They are very, very energetic. They are excited about life. They don't seem to get tired. They are slim and looking very nice. But as time goes by, you find that this changes. The ideal situation is where you can remain in the vibrant zone for the rest of your life. But is that really the way it happens? The answer is no. We start off in the vibrant zone, and as the age goes, when you're reaching 18 years of age and going on to 20, you start getting into the tired zone. Nowadays, I hear mothers complaining that teenagers sleep the whole day. They're always tired because they're actually getting into the tired zone. They don't want to do anything. They are very immobile and all that. And when you get into the tired zone, that's where now you actually start gaining excess weight. You're not exercising enough. And soon and very soon, you get into the sick zone. And now the sick zone, we are talking about high blood pressure, arthritis, and all these challenges that come in. And you can see how that graph is progressing from the vibrant zone to the tired. By the time you're reaching 50-something years of age, you're actually in the sick zone, yeah? And what we say in Neolife is that your graph does not have to be like this. Your graph you can actually be in the vibrant zone all your life if you take care of your health. And when you look at it now critically, instead of having a situation where you come from the 100% and you go downhill to the sick zone, you can actually change this. And how do you change this? You change this by observing a few facts that concerns our diet. The first fact is that 95% of our food lacks nutrients. And this is because of the farming that we have done. The shambas are devoid of nutrients in the soils. And you find that what ends up on your table, you may be eating your fruits and vegetables, but it lacks the nutrients that it's supposed to have. And then 75% of us deliberately consume the incorrect foods. And this becomes a big, big challenge because you find that we prefer to eat the burgers and the chips and all these things that are so yummy, but at the end of the day, they actually cause many problems. This research that was done by WHO on chronic diseases, we are talking about heart disease, cancer, diabetes, stroke, asthma, obesity, and all that. They had said that by the year 2020, Out of every 4 deaths, 3 will be because of a lifestyle disease. Now, we're already in 2021, and the truth is, everybody on this call knows somebody who has been affected by these conditions that you have actually put, that were mentioned by WHO. Now, according to WHO and according to Neolife, because this is a World Health Organization food pyramid, you are supposed to eat and live in a certain way. The first thing that is very important is that you have to have a lot of physical activity and weight management. This is key. You have to eat, you have to actually exercise. Then you have to eat a lot of whole grains. Then a lot of fruits and vegetables, very little proteins and very little fats and sugar. But the truth is, that is not the way we eat. You find that we have successfully turned the pyramid upside down. You find that chips is like a staple diet in around pizza, burgers, unless the pocket does not allow. But when the pocket allows, then everybody is eating the nice things. The meat is a daily affair in most households. Fruits and vegetables are usually for babies and the sick. In fact, when you go to see somebody in a hospital, that is when you remember to carry fruits and vegetables. And if you look at that guy over there, you can see he's actually really living the life, and you can see the weight that he has already gained, and he's very excited about life. And in this kind of situation, that is when you find that most people start getting lifestyle diseases. Now, what can you do when you're faced with this kind of situation? How can you turn this pyramid upside up? And that is what our founder, Jerry Brasfield, came up with a solution. Through Neolife, Jerry Brasfield had a big dream. Jerry Brasfield had asthma to start with, and his mother bought the Neolife products. He used them, they worked for him, sorted out his asthma, and he said, why can't I get involved in this company with the sole aim of helping other people come out of the challenges that I have come out? And that is how Neolife was founded, 1958. And why Neolife? Why Neolife? Should you use Neolife products and not any other products? Because they are food supplements. The reason why Neolife becomes so special, and the reason why Neolife has been around for so many years and their products are very effective, is because our products are non-GMO. They don't have any aspect of GMO in them. They are whole food based. I've heard of people say we have a calcium that is extracted from coral reef. Now, if a calcium comes from coral reef, for sure, that calcium is not fit for human consumption because we don't eat coral. Yeah. So our products are actually based from whole food sources. Then we have doctors and scientists that we call the Scientific Advisory Board that ensure the products are safe, they don't have a side effect. In fact, we give you a money back guarantee. If you use the products and they don't work, you can return them and you get a replacement or your money back. Then our products are clinically proven through human clinical studies that they actually work. Yeah. And then the last thing that is important is that we have all the pharmaceutical licenses that are required to operate. Now, let's briefly look at the products that we have in Neolife. And which are these products that can help you turn the pyramid the right way up? The first product is called TNN. What does TNN do? TNN ensures that your cells are soft and permeable, nutrients are able to get in, waste is able to get out, you have a lot of energy, and you have a lot of, your cells are able to function properly. Your metabolism is happening in the right way when you're using TNN. Another product that is very, very critical is called carotenoid complex. When you take carotenoid complex, in just 20 days, it boosts your immunity by 37% above normal. When you take a 90 tablet pack of carotenoid complex, you take it in 1 month, it is equivalent of taking 115 kilos of raw fruits and vegetables. And that's amazing. So, and you know, the thing is, when your immunity is down, that's when all kinds of opportunistic conditions usually attack you. So carotenoid complex is major for your eyes. It slows down the aging process by 44%, so you look younger for longer. It stops the onset of cancer. You may have cancer in your body, but when you take carotenoid complex, then the body is able to ensure that the cancer does not affect you, and you can actually outlive it. Yeah. Another product that is so important is called omega-3 salmon oil. Omega-3 is important. Now, the difference that our omega-3 has, because people normally ask, can't I just take 7Cs or any other product? Our omega-3 has the full eight members of the omega-3 family. And you find that most of the other products have only one. But with salmon fish, salmon oil plus, you have the 8. Now, why is this important? Our omega-3 is able to reduce inflammation by 68%. And you know, inflammation is actually disease. Is actually the disease that you get. And if somebody is complaining of arthritis, joints and all that, that is purely inflammation. When they take our salmon oil, then the inflammation goes down, the pain actually disappears. So omega-3 is major, it's good for your memory. If you have a kid who is going for final exams, you need to put them on omega-3. It's a fantastic product. Then we have minerals and vitamins. We have what we call multi. Multi is actually a product that combines minerals and vitamins. And it actually, when you take it, it helps to give you the right kind of minerals that your body requires. Now, there is a product that combines these 4 products. That is carotenoid complex, threonine, multi, and omega salmon, and we call it Pro Vitality Plus. When you take Pro Vitality, it turns your pyramid the right way up. And it's a value pack, so you can just carry a sachet as you go every day. As you leave the house, you put it in your handbag, you put it in your pocket, and you can take it in the course of the day. Another product that is so critical, especially for boosting your immunity, is the Phyto Defense. Phyto Defense combines the omega-3, it combines the carotenoid complex, the cruciferous, and the flavonoids. And those combinations actually help to boost your. We have several other products which are very critical for boosting your immunity, and especially this time of COVID. This program becomes very, very important for all of us to protect ourselves from getting COVID-19. We are talking about the zinc, we are talking about vitamin C, beta-guard, herbal respiratory, and the like. Then, there you are. We have our shakes as well. Neolife shake, this is a protein drink that helps to feed the cells. It's actually the right kind of protein that your body requires so that it can repair and rebuild itself. Now, we also have products for children. Your VitaSquares, VitaGuard, products to boost the immunity. And these products are natural, they're organic, they're actually sweets. So when kids are crying for sweets, you give them VitaSquares, you give them VitaGuard, and it boosts their immunity. It enables their cells to function properly. You give them NutriShake, and you're able to protect those kids from disease. Right now, kids are going back to school. And with this COVID-19 business, you need to ensure that your kids are on this program so that they don't pick COVID from school and bring it to you at home. So these are very, very important program. And that's a full program for children where you have Liquivite, All-C, VitaSquares, VitaGuard, and NutriShake. We have other areas that Neolife products actually helps in sorting out, whether it is energy, weight management, memory, bone health, sugar levels, fertility, libido issues, and menopause. These are areas where Neolife products, we have specific Neolife products that actually sort out challenges in these areas. Now, other than the products, Neolife, like I said earlier, gives you a fantastic opportunity where you can actually work on a part-time basis, run a business with your phone online, and you can be able to make money. I joined Neolife at a time when I was very busy. I was working 18 hours a day, but I was able to build a business part-time to a point whereby I was able to retire into the business by the age of 30. Right now, it's even easier because Neolife has actually developed its online platform. And you find that today you can actually buy products online from your phone. You can send somebody a Zoom link and he attends a meeting. You can actually do business on the go. And if you're here and you're a guest, I want to tell you that this is an opportunity that you really need to look at seriously, because you can actually do it regardless of whatever you are doing. You can do it on a part-time basis. If you're employed, if you have your own business, if you're a student, you can actually get in, start doing this business on a part-time basis, and you make some serious money. when I came into Neolife, I was told, you don't need to sell. And I wondered, what kind of system is this they are talking about? And when I got exposed to the system and the way Neolife works, I got very, very excited. And I realized at once that this is something that I can do part-time that can give you an extra income. And briefly put, you find that when you come into Neolife, you partner with Neolife, you become a consumer of Neolife products. You start using the products. Then you share the information with your friends, your neighbor, your relative, your cousin. And let's say you talk to 3 people. One of them will become a business builder. They'll start doing what you're doing. Another will become a consumer. They'll start consuming the products. Another one will decide, me, I just want to move with the products. And once you partner with Neolife, you get so many other benefits: personal growth and development, leadership development, international travel. I already mentioned about that. Retire healthy and active. I retired at the age of 30, and I've been doing this business full-time for more than 10 years. Building lasting relationships. You get friends that are walking with you the journey, that are showing you how you can also be successful. And then, very important, you earn residual income. You actually build an organization that pays you whether you are there or not. And this becomes very, very exciting. So you find that you build a network that can actually give you not only income to sustain you today, but you can earn on it. You can get residual income. You can leave it to your children, and they can leave it to their children's children. Yeah. And as I finish this presentation, this first part of the presentation, I want to introduce a lady whom I mentioned that she's a president's team member. And this is a lady who started this business. She will tell you when she started, but she has actually grown this business to the 2nd generation. And now it's actually going almost to the 3rd generation. Because she started it, her daughter has also picked it up, and their entire family is in the Neolife opportunity, and they are doing very, very well. In fact, in their team, in their family, they have more than 3 president's team members. Can you imagine? You have a family. Actually, I don't know. I think there are 4 president's team members in the family. And I think that is a real example of what success is in Neolife. So without further ado, I want to invite Miriam Kanakulya on the call to just briefly share with us about her journey with Neolife. So Miriam, are you there?
Yes, I am. Thank you very much, Fred. And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers on this group. Asante. As I've already been introduced, my name is Miriam Kanakulya. I'm a woman and a businesswoman by interest. I started this journey 25 years ago when I was employed by the Church of Uganda. And I remember at that time, my salary could get finished within 3 days. And we tried several businesses with my husband, who is a banker. We tried to rear chicken. Many of them died. We lost a lot of money. We went to the village to dig. We made so much money for the workers. We had matatus, taxis, but we made so much money for the drivers. And I remember I opened a shop on the main street in Kampala, selling gifts and toys and jewelry, but the rent went up so high that I could not cope. And it was at this particular moment when my husband, Sam, went to South Africa to visit a friend. And they took him from the airport 200 kilometers away to attend a meeting. And that is where he heard about this opportunity. And actually, he just picked it up. He signed up. And luckily enough, at that time, but my children did not appreciate him because in the suitcase, he brought, medicines, and they were saying that is drawing circles all around us. Until that coming weekend, some of our leaders came in from South Africa and were invited to the hotel. And what moved me in that meeting, because I met so many friends of mine, classmates, I said, what are you doing here? They told me, you just sit down and listen. And I saw people getting checks. I was moved. I wanted to get up to go and get a check, but there was no check for me. And I told myself, I need the money more than these people. And so I started working hard to make sure that I also get that money. And that is where our journey started in June 1996. And by October 1996, we had already become directors. In January 1997, we were world team members in San Francisco, California. And that was the first time we moved together with my husband, not for work, but for holiday. And then we became president's team members in 2009. Now, that is where life completely changed. We have been president's team members for 12 years. We have enjoyed our journey with Neolife. We have seen people come and go, but for us, we said, this is our place. This is our home. And the benefits we have got, number one, we have gained knowledge. So much, before we started this business, we did not know so much about good health, but we have gained so much knowledge of eating because of the knowledge we have been sharing with them. Secondly, we have got good health. I started this business when I was a very asthmatic person. I was asthmatic since I was a child. My mom had problems with me, taking me everywhere, every hospital, inhalers. I had drugs in my handbag all that time. But when I started this business, that he was also asthmatic. So I started using omega-3, herbal digestive. You imagine all the products I would eat. And after a year, I discovered that I had spent a year without an asthma attack. So I said, I think these products work. So I started recommending them to other people. And as I talk today, I'm asthma-free for the last 25 years. And I thank God for this opportunity. Then the third benefit is income. We started this business part-time. And actually we did it part-time for so many years. I did it part-time until we became president's team members. That's when I quit my job. And because I remember that what I was earning part-time was twice as much as what I was being given full-time. And I remember the 2nd of January 2010, that's when I woke up a happy lady because I did not have to go to work. I could sleep until the sleep is finished. I could go to town when I want to go. It was not the same. So since then, our income started growing. When I became full-time, the income started growing, and we enjoyed the benefits from that income. I remember we had so many debts. We had so many debts from different banks, but now, as I talk, all the debts are paid for. Then the fourth thing, the benefit, is personal development. I used to listen to the news on the radio about people being taught how to read good books, books which build you, books which motivate you. And since then, life has changed. We no longer listen to people who are key benefited. Is a lifestyle. One thing I knew about Africans is that when you get your holiday or when you get your leave, you go to the village. And most people go back and come back when they are more tired than when they went. And that's the life I was. Enjoy life. It forces you to go for holiday. They have taken us for holidays all over the world. South Africa, I don't know how many times we have been to. Some people say they can hear me now. I hope you can hear me.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, let me continue.
Yes.
We have been to several parts of the world. Okay. We've been to Hong Kong. We have been to Dubai, Abu Dhabi. And I think this is the life everybody would like to lead. So it is courtesy of this Neolife because they call it a total value opportunity, which means that you get everything you want. You get good health, you get income, you get to travel, you get all the holidays which you need. And I think for anybody who wants such a life, this is the place to be. Now, I want to talk about the importance of taking care of your health. Now, most of us don't know. If you look at your plate, we eat quantity, but not quality. We eat a lot of carbohydrates, and then we eat the proteins as the source. And when it comes to the vegetables and fruits, those are occasional. That is not food. And that is where the problem begins. Because when we look at the carbohydrates, these are energy-giving foods. And if we eat a lot of it, the rest gets stored in our bodies as fat. And when we eat the proteins are not enough. And that makes us, become, not very healthy. When it comes to vegetables and fruits, most of us eat them occasionally. They are just, as an addition. But those are very, very important because they are what they call the protective foods. They protect us from diseases. So we need to have a good diet. We need to balance that plate so that we get good health. Now, when we talk about good health, we are talking about your body having a good digestive system. We are talking about having a good circulatory system, whereby your blood is going through your body system in a very smooth way. And then we are also talking about the nervous system. You've seen people who get stiff nerves because of poor diet. And also our muscular system. We need to work on all those 4 systems in our body in order to keep ourselves healthy. Now, what is important?
Okay.
Sorry. Okay, can I go on?
Yes, you can. Please go on. Please go on.
Oh, Now, one thing we need to do is healthy. We need to avoid cancer. And I don't know how we are going to avoid this because most of the things which we are taking in now, especially in Africa, they are all cancer causing. If you look at the things which we use to spray the pesticides, the herbicides which we use on our crops, many of them are cancer causing. If you look at the fumes which come from the factories, they go into our water system, and all those are cancer causing. And the way we dispose of our rubbish, we get a lot of problems because what comes out of that, it filters into our water, and then it also causes a lot of cancer. In fact, you'll find that there are so many heavy metals which we are taking in. Some of them remain in our bodies for over 200 years. A research was done around my village on children. They took their hair samples and they found that most of them had lead in them. And all these things are causing a lot of cancer. And these days, We eat a lot of junk food. We eat sausages, we eat chips which are fried with oil, which is being used so many times. Most of these things, when we use them so many times, they need to avoid some of those things by eating fresh foods if we can, by avoiding taking all these drinks which are made in the factories, but they don't have any food values. Then we have to maintain a good working and working life balance. Some of us work, but we don't rest. And because we think that we need to work all our lives, no, you need to give your body a rest. The body also needs a rest, and let us try to avoid stress. These days, it's a very big thing. People are stressed. People are dying because of stress. Yeah, in fact, they go to hospitals because of stress, worries, too much work, very little money, poor feeding. All those are causing us problems. And then also we need to boost we have a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables. Unfortunately, the way we prepare them, we lose all the nutrients. We lose the vitamin C because of overcooking. But we are so blessed that we have the fresh fruits and vegetables. So if we could increase those in our diet, then we are going to be increasing our immunity. And maybe that is one of the things which is going to help us here in Africa to keep above the waters. When cholera comes, when COVID comes, when Ebola comes, if your body is having a high immune system, then you are going to live a good life. Then we need to follow good sleeping habits. Some of us, we tend to sleep so little, and the body system responds in the same way. If you sleep badly by sleeping so few hours at the wrong time, then your body is not going to balance. We also need to watch our sugar intake, because when we take in so much sugar, we are giving the pancreas trouble, because it has to produce insulin in order to remove all the excess sugar in the blood. And so sometimes the pancreas gives up and says, enough is enough. And it stops, producing insulin. And that's why so many people now are having unbalanced sugar levels, what they call type 2 diabetes. We can avoid that by balancing our sugar intake. Then we also need to reduce our body fat. And most of this comes in from the foods we eat. Because when we take in a lot of fats, our blood vessels get clogged with fats. And that is what they say, that you have high cholesterol level. Then sometimes the blood can no longer move smoothly through the body. The heart gets a problem of pumping the blood. And because the blood vessels are clogged, the pressure goes up, because the heart is doing so much work in pumping the blood. So we need to reduce that, because that is what causes the heart problems, the high blood pressure, and all those related diseases, and around the world. Then for those of you who take alcohol, it is important that you limit your alcohol intake. This is another thing. Many people have gone. The liver has been destroyed because of alcohol intake, and you don't want to lose people like that. So we need to be very cautious about what we eat. We should not eat quantity, but quality food. And also we need to share all this information with other people so that they are able to lead a good life. Now, for us, for me, one of the things which I have seen with this business, it has helped us as a family to reduce our medical bills. It takes us a very, very long time to go to hospital. I remember before we started this business, we used even to have a family doctor. But then now, we do not have a family doctor. And that is because of the products. We are taking the products and the products are working for us. So for those of you who are on this call, some of you may be here because you want to get a good life. Others are here because they want good health. I can assure you that do not wait to get sick, to go to hospital and get medicines. Because these products which we are giving you, the Neolife products, they are not medicines, but they are supplements which are going to help you to prevent disease. So ladies and gentlemen, because of these products, I'm sure that those who are here today, you are going to start using them. At least you start with 3NN. Now that 3NN is called 3NN because it is 3-in-1. It's a 3-in-1 product which helps you to open up your cell membranes, and then the nutrients go in and the waste products go out. That is a basic product which everybody must use. And if you use that, then you can add on all these other products, and then your body system is going to be balanced. So thank you very much, Fred. I've enjoyed talking to you, and I believe that we have learned something about our good health. And I look forward to meeting all of you on the beaches of this world. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Miriam. Before we let you go, I know there are many people on the call who are wondering, is this Janet's mom? And maybe you can share a little bit about Janet, because she came in and she just took the business and did a very major, she changed the business in Uganda from a young girl. For example, when did she start doing the business? Did she start when she was in primary school? How did that go? Maybe you can share a little bit about that.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, Janet is my daughter. And we started this business when she was in P5. And I remember Charlie Bolton used to come with a band, and we would go and have dinner together with the children. And on Sunday, they would come and sing with the Ego Team band. So that was the journey when Janet started, together with Irene Victoria, who is also, she was in P3, and Lydia was in nursery school at the time we started the business. So when Janet got to senior 6, during the vacation, that is when, you know, she used to hang around with us so much. So she decided to sign up in the business. We talked to so many friends, and among those friends, the only person who started the business was Andrew, who later ended up to be the husband. And as you have said, when they came in, they brought a revolution in the business in Uganda. People used to think that the business was for old people like us, but Janet and Andrew made it clear that it can be done by young people. So we're in the S6 vacation, others were already at university, and they started the business, and that was 2005. And Andrew was the first person to become a president's team member in 2008. And actually, when we went to London, Andrew went as a president's team member. And then the following year, Janet became a president's team member, and we became president's team members. So now you can see what those young people have done. And I believe that you are also going to get all your family members into the business. We have been lucky that all our children are there. Irene Victoria is a director, Lydia is a director, and they are all doing the business and talking to their friends about it. I'm sure you have watched Janet, and she has impacted on your lives.
So question, at what age did she become president's team member? And Andrew, were they still in campus, or were they through it?
now they started campus. I think Janet had just left campus. Andrew was in his 4th year doing engineering, students team member, when she had just finished campus, doing a Bachelor of Commerce degree.
So effectively, they built the business when they were still in college, and they became president's team member because of the business they built when they were in college. Fantastic,
yes,
fantastic.
They did. And actually, when they were at university, they were behaving more like, better than working people, because they were already driving their cars. They would drive to the lectures, sometimes give their lecturers a lift. That's how they did it.
Wow. So now, when you have dinner, is it a dinner or is it a president's team meeting?
Usually, that's a very interesting question, because sometimes when we have our PT meetings, just as you said, we are there as family members. So we have our meetings, both as family and also as a president's team members. But it is serious business. We actually talk seriously about our business when we are there.
Wow. Thank you so much, Miriam. Thank you so much for spending time with us and talking to the Kenyans here. I know you have touched so many people's lives, and you have set our minds thinking that really we need to walk around with our kids. Even now when you're doing Zoom, we need to do Zoom with them so that they can see what you're doing, because later in life, you never know. They might be the ones that will transform our businesses. So that was a major, major session. Thank you so much for taking time to talk to us, and we truly, truly appreciate.
Okay, thank you so much for inviting me. I've enjoyed talking to you, and I look forward to being with you again in future. Thank you, Fred.
Thank you, thank you. So guys, you have it there from Miriam all the way from Uganda. So for the guests on the call, I just want to encourage you. This is a fantastic opportunity you've had. It goes not just with you alone, but you can actually, your family can also benefit. You can give it to your children, and they can give it to your children's children. And you can build a legacy, basically, out of this business. As we finish this session, you may ask yourself, what do I need to do next? You're here and you're a guest. There are two ways you can partner with Neolife. You can talk to the person who invited you and ask them how you can get these products. How can you get these products? You can become a customer. You can start buying from the person who invited you. The second way you can do it is by joining Neolife, becoming a member of Neolife. And for me, I always say that is the best option. Joining Neolife will cost you 7,360 or 8,930. It's basically less than 10,000, and you're in business, and you can build a legacy. When you hear Miriam talking about a president's team member is somebody who is earning more than 500,000 Kenya shillings on a monthly basis. And you can imagine if you have your son or your daughter as a president's team member earning that kind of money. I mean, it's amazing what can happen with Neolife. So if you're here and you're a guest, talk to the person who invited you. He will send you a link, and you can actually click on that link, register, and become a distributor. Pay via M-Pesa and get started immediately, so that you remember this day that Miriam talked to us, and you say, that is the day I made a decision, and my life was never the same again. Otherwise, it's been great talking to you guys. I wish you a relaxed afternoon, or what is left of it, or evening. To the women again, happy Mother's Day. Take time to enjoy yourself. Like they say, rudishia mwili shukurani. Do something special for yourself today. And I look forward to seeing you again next week. Next Sunday, we'll be having a different topic altogether with a different guest speaker. So thank you so much. Tomorrow, as usual, tomorrow on Monday at 8 o'clock, we'll be having a proper business presentation with Pascal Olo, all the way from South Africa. So if you're here and you're a guest and you want to know more about this business, then make sure you're there tomorrow at 8 o'clock for the presentation with Pascal Olo. Otherwise, thank you so much, everybody. God bless you all. See you at the top. Thank you and bye.